I have two amazing stories that I want to share with you on Relativity One and the impact Relativity One is having on our customers and their ability to do more and innovate. The first is with JND. Scott, please join me on stage. I love your bow tie.
Thank you.
Such a good-looking man. Thanks for joining us today, my man. How you doing?
We're doing well.
Good. So you run the e-discovery practice at JND, and you've been in this space quite a while. Can you tell us a little bit about JND?
Sure. JND is a company formed with Jennifer Keogh, Neil Zola, and David Isaac, some visionaries from the legal administration space. They acquired my company, an e-discovery company, been around for roughly a decade. In 2016, I decided to stay on and run the e-discovery practice.
Cool, awesome. So I know. Tell us about like how you decided to bring on Relativity One, because the first time I met you was like after keynote, and it wasn't like a friendly conversation.
No, it wasn't a friendly conversation. No. The keynote last year I got up and walked out of.
Yes.
I was very upset with the idea of Relativity One, running a very large infrastructure as a partner of yours and having customers where we're managing our own environment. We left here, our team went and had dinner at a restaurant up the street, and as we sat around and talked about it, as we were kind of ranting on what was going on with Relativity One and your crazy idea, we kind of thought for a second, maybe we're missing out on something. Maybe this is the next evolution of where we're going as a community and as a e-discovery group. And so we strategized about it, and I remembered a book that I had read called Crossing the Chasm, which is how software is adopted in the world. You need people to get across the chasm to tell everybody to come over here to use the software. And I saw us as having that opportunity to be the person that crosses first.
Cool. I remember like sitting with you at the couch right in the pavilion for about an hour and a half, talking through about all through the details. Cool. So you're up online. How's it going?
It's going really well. We couldn't have done it without the Relativity One team. The support that we've had from the team here in Chicago, everybody in the fishbowl down at the office, we've been able to do some amazing things. We've had direct interaction with them, and quite honestly, we're pretty proud to say that today we are 100% cloud-based in Relativity One.
Wow, cool. And it took you, what, like a couple months, 90 days?
Roughly 90 days.
90 days to migrate all that data to the cloud? Cool. I think it's a bunch of K-Cura people who muscled through this. So for me, you're doing some great work. You got these pharmaceutical matters. You can see the numbers here. We're doing they're big projects, heavy-duty work, great success for our clients. We're getting repeat business out of there. My favorite story is you guys cooked up this new value-add IP in this analytics thing called Layer Cake. Tell us about this.
Yeah, so from our pharmaceutical matters, we were able to implement some workflows in our own Relativity environment, and we saw that this would be an ability to speed up the analytics process.
Yeah.
So our team, headed by Ben Sexton, was able to develop an idea that we now took to build on top of the Relativity One platform, and we call it Layer Cake. And what we're doing is we're allowing all of the different analytic processes to talk to one another in one spot.
Yeah.
So if you think about running clustering, concept searching, assisted keyword generation, whatever you're doing, all of those would report in a silo. Layer Cake allows them to come together as one, and now you can see the results across all of them in one spot.
Yes, and so when you have, in the pharmaceutical space, when you're doing with often a rich set of responsive documents by traditional techniques, having being able to layer these together and say, hey, I want everything that hits across these 14 or the top 10. Right.
It's amazing. We were able to save one of our clients using this technology $2.5 million on their review.
Awesome. Great example of a win with Relativity. Great example of innovating on top of the platform. Scott, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
I love it. JND taking on big projects, big clients, innovating in special ways, creating more value for their offering, and ultimately generating an amazing outcome for their client.